Hello, everyone. Hope you have a great weekend and things are going well for your portfolio. The graph there just show you quickly about the yield curve recently, which is around between 1.56 to 1.59, 1.6. Just want to give you a quick recap, so you get an idea, and then the end will tell you what gonna look like for the first week of May and how things gonna shape up, or what kind of events gonna driving the prices and what my recommendations going to be. I pick up from the strong Friday, previous Friday last week. Stock market opened with a mixed message. The Bitcoin price traded for about $53,000 in the morning, up versus a day earlier. Sunday afternoon, the digital asset fell below $48,000, which actually, now you look back, you probably had a good time to buy Bitcoin recently. As of Sunday right now, went all the way back up to $56,650. And the ETH Ethereum is actually driving even higher now to probably record high $29.81. And United Airlines gained 0.9% to lead the last day on the S&P 500 cruise line operator. CCL and Norwegian Cruise Line NCLH were early leader on S&P 500. Boeing BA climbed 0.8%, possibly buoyed by the EU travel news from Sunday. The aerospace giant also announced late Friday that Grupo Aero Mexico had ordered 24 new Boeing 737 aircraft. March durable goods for order came in weaker than expected, up 0.5% according to the Commerce Department Business Review for an increase of 2%. Orders dipped 1.1% in February. The S&P 500 lost some steam Monday but remained near record high. If 48% is the final percentage of company that beat the quarterly earning per share estimate for the quarter, it will be the mark with Q2 2020 and Q3 2020 for the highest percentage of S&P 500 company reporting positive earnings per share surprise since FactSet began tracking its metric in 2008. This is coming from FactSet. Cyclical resumed their climb higher with energy and financial in the secondary. The S&P 500 closed a record high on Monday, and investors anticipate a flood of first quarter earnings set to be released the week, with more than one-third of the S&P 500 reporting earnings. The Nasdaq 100 was up as much as 1% just below record high. European Central Bank allowing through on its pledge to speed up its emergency bond purchase to support a lagging European economy. The ECB bought a net of 22.25 billion euro in the week of April 23rd, an increase of more than a third from previously, the largest since end of June. Tesla Nasdaq TSL fell, however, 1.9% after the electric car maker acquired a revenue from the sales of Bitcoin and regulatory credit to pay out net income of $438 million. While that was a record, the average vehicle selling prices declined 13%. So that was explained why it was actually not doing well. But then at the end of the week, though, you were actually at a higher price of $709. HSBC symbol HSBC ADR rose 3.3% after UK-based bank beat quarterly profit forecast and released $400 million it has set aside for the cover bad loans caused by the pandemic. 80% of the company report have top earnings per share forecasts, and more than 70% have top revenue forecasts set. Breastbrook Investment Group in Note Tuesday. West Texas Intermediate crude rose 0.9% to 62.49 per barrel on Tuesday, and at the end of the week is also around that range. The S&P 500 closed flat Tuesday's technology stocks stumbled ahead of earnings from Google, Microsoft to offset a climb in cyclicals amid data showing U.S. consumer remain in good shape. On Wednesday, cyclical stock, those that move in tandem with economic cycle, were boosted by the consumer segment, which contribute about two-thirds economic growth, remains optimistic over the recovery even as rising global infections cloud the economic outlook. Google's company Alphabet jumped 3.1% a day after beating earnings expectation, receiving a number of price target upgrade from Wall Street analysts. Microsoft beat earnings per share reference expectation, though it stock slipped in the pre-market hours and also slipped back from a record high $265 down. Fed announced to keep the interest rate unchanged on Wednesday along with continuous purchase of the asset. Fed stated it would like to ensure sustainability and target full employment. The central bank has not turned a blind eye to the increasing pace of inflation, but continues to suggest the post-opening boom in inflation will be short-lived or transitionary. Inflation has risen, largely reflecting transitional factors, the Fed said in a statement. Stock market was up intraday during Fed conference but slipped before end of the market. Apple announced a lot stronger than expected revenue after market close and beat earnings per share, driving 3.3% increase after market close. However, Friday, I think this is just sell off or profit taking, so the stock had dropped back from a week high to back to $132 now. $1.40 a share of sales of $89.58 billion in the quarter ending March 27. Analysts expect Apple earnings of 99 cents a share on sales of $77.35 billion. So apparently it was a lot higher and a lot better than expected. And it shows how resilient the company really is. So Facebook and Amazon also followed the momentum and went up higher. In contrast, Tesla went down slightly below $700 on Wednesday. Meanwhile, U.S. President Joe Biden addressed Congress on his 100th day in office. He stressed a $1.8 trillion package focused on supporting families and education. While Exxon reports its first annual loss in at least 3 decades for the fourth quarter earnings, taking a $19 billion impairment charge with cash flow strained and negative $20 billion after dividend payout. The stock went up slightly end of a Thursday. Chevron was better off than Exxon. Chevron paid out more cash in dividend, $9.7 billion, than spent on capex, $8.9 billion. That hasn't happened for Chevron in the last 30 years. The U.S. employment benefit also showed a 2% decline for last week after a 7% drop. The period drove the market higher. U.S. first quarter GDP rose 6.4%, better than expectation of 6.1% rise, and growth is expected to pick up in the quarters ahead. The yield of the benchmark note climbed to 1.67%. Yields moved inversely to prices. Facebook rose 7% Thursday after reporting blockbuster first quarter earnings that beat Wall Street analysts' estimate. The social media giant posted a 48% jump in quarterly revenue to $26.17 billion. Apple also delivered better than expected results, which I just talked about earlier. Woodbridge said in a note it's lifted its price target on the stock to $185 from $175. So apparently, Apple still have, in the long run, the forecast is much stronger because of the strong earnings. Cruise ship stocks saw after U.S. Center for Disease Control said that they would be able to resume in mid-summer. Global stock edged lower on Friday as investors digest infusion of strong economic data, continued Federal Reserve commitment, and profit taking. For the week of April, Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 168 points, decrease of 0.5%. Nasdaq was down 54.13 points, decrease of 0.39%, and S&P 500 was flat. So it's actually this week of intradays up and down, and probably the intraday price was higher than previous week, but the index was actually in a little lower, especially on Dow, but it's still a very strong market. The new U.S. coronavirus cases are slowing once again as vaccination reach more and more people, but Indian inflation continues to soar, with many other countries seeing big outbreaks. India reported over 386,000 new cases in the past 24 hours, while related deaths rose by more than 3,400 in the same period. Many states have resumed Johnson & Johnson coronavirus vaccine shot after the CDC advisory panel concluded that the benefit outweighed the risk. Both Apple and Facebook have shown stronger momentum in the latest quarter report again. The price consumption index, the Fed preferred inflation rose 0.5% in March and 2.3% on an annualized basis, still within the range since August 2018. Whether you agree or not, but that's just the way how you historically calculate and capture it, and so showing that percent. Obviously, if you really go and buy a lot of stuff in U.S. right now, gas has gone up obviously. With the crude price, it's gone up to about $60. There are few other stuff that driving the, if you go to buy meat, probably also more expensive. There's also indication corn, wheat, which mean bread, translated bread and flour, also more expensive. Coffee beans also more expensive. So everything, there's certain things just not in the index that also gone up, and apparently way more than 2%. So whether you believe in because of the printing money devaluation of US dollars, the index, however, was rebounded 91.18 at the end of Friday. So it's actually US dollar a little bit stronger than it was the previous week. This impressive performance have prompted many analysts to revise their share price target as they believe in 2021 could bring more upside as the global economy reopens and grow as accelerate. The upcoming week will be another busy time for economic-related data and continued earnings announcement. It is expected that the unemployment rate will continue to move down from 6%. Value has been a favorite reopening bet, and investors will be watching to see if this trend continues. ISM Manufacturing and Service Report also due this first week of May. BIGC, so these are the stocks that I have recommended very end. Way to very end, the good stuff. So BIGC is still awaiting on the reversal to hit over $68 for those who have bought it last month. And historically, you look at the previous quarter of the graph, it was dropping to 60-some dollar, rebound to $95 the higher. So now this stock BIGC had dropped as low as $52, and really that's the resistance point or support point, and then you went back up again to as high as $60. So I really hope this stock will hit about, not going to be as strong at 80 plus, but maybe $70, which means if you have bought a 50-some dollar I told you to, you will make a really good profit. I just do your own math. HYLN, obviously this stock, I really disappointing about it, but because there's not much going on right now with that stock, but it dropped it to $8.88, which actually break the 52-week low of last year. That's actually a recommended time to buy, and tell my friend to do so. The stock actually jumped back from 880, if you will notice that, Friday to probably 1085. So I really thinking if the stock will hit up $15, that's where it stay. Well, then you have diluted my methodology of diluting the shares. Remember, you bought a 20 list, you have bought an 880. Now you mix it together, you are probably have a fair ground of $15 if you hit, which probably you want to walk and share maybe portion or maybe 50% of what you own, and then 50% just keep waiting for the long term. And also, buy Bilibili also has stabilized and rebounded from the $103 that I showed you on the other spreadsheet that I bought it at, and now it's at $120. And I think $125 again would be the price that I would recommend to walk. So anytime between then, you may want to exit a little earlier. And Pinduoduo, however, reported a big loss on Friday, Thursday after market, so stock was slip Friday. But it actually will be a good opportunity to buy, as Pinduoduo will also enter the digital currency space. Leisure and entertainment stock I have been talking about continue to be strong. So if these stocks slip a little bit, such as airline, cruise, Gap, Target, I think there will be a great time for you to buy some and keep it there. It won't be long term. Probably in July will be the good time to sell them, and you will make some profit on that. And for the long run, I recommend to buy the symbol BRZL. This stock is currently trading at 0.009 now and was at 0.05. So if you bought this stock, I'm pretty optimistic that you will eventually hit 10 cents, or maybe a few years from now will even hit $1. This stock is actually doing cosmetics related items. They do have things selling on Amazon currently. So I think it will be a good potential future, just like cryptocurrency. And for short holding, if you have a gain of 12%, you may be a good idea to sell to put money into the pocket, okay? Because this week, although you can see FANG have actually slipped on Friday, the stock may continue to slip back down a little bit. And I hope that would be a shift between the strong fundamental stock to the growth stock again. So then you will be, the portfolio I have will be benefit for that. So then you'll be a good time with that. And then also want to mention XPEV, right? I think right now it's below $30. It's a good time to buy. This company will be announcing earnings on May 13, which are 2 weeks from now. It is expected to have very strong sales and smaller losses than forecast, hopefully. Again, this stock is not going to make profit. We all know that. NIO is kind of pretty bad shape, so I actually not recommended this stock anymore. And in fact, I would say you have to sell at a loss. LI wasn't doing very well either, but their quarter announcement actually in June 1st, so you still have a time to go. You may rebound a little bit. Most of the EV stock not doing well right now. And for Blink, I still think it's a good $37 is a good shape to buy. And once green energy implementation started, Blink, Fuel Tech, and hopefully HYLN will also get benefit for that, and they will push it the momentum higher. And then if you have make money on AI and fraud, if you look at it unrealized, it's probably a good time to sell. I mean, if you go for a couple, you go up a couple more bucks. Okay, hopefully I give you enough to what to watch for and do this week. And again, the May should be still continue to be strong as earning still season still going on, but normally will be May just a month sell away, so you gotta be really cautious about your portfolio and see when you're gonna exit point and profit some of the money. Thank you very much. If you like it, give me a like. If you have questions, send me an email. Thank you.